Yo, 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 Farmageddon. Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Iowa State, Kansas State in Jack Trice Stadium. How's it going, all you lovely ladies and gentlemen? We've got Farmageddon action going on today. Should be a good one here in Ames, Iowa. Hopefully the Cyclones come out of here with a win. Would do a lot for their Big 12 championship game hopes. As we get the stream pulled up here. Of course, following the Indiana-Ohio State game today on Fox, for those of you that want to watch on your televisions. Should be kicking off here very soon. Slated for the 3 p.m. Central kick time on Fox. I know Tim Brando is on the call. I don't know who else is with him, but should be a good one. Speaking of commentators, tomorrow, Indianapolis at Green Bay, or Green Bay at Indianapolis, excuse me. It's the 3:20 game on Fox. So we'll have Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Iowa State rocking their all-black unis today. Spencer Tillman with Tim Brando in the booth. Yeah, don't remind me, Tim. Iowa State has not won a conference championship since 1912. Oof. Don't remind me. Brock Purdy's got to be better today. Kansas State definitely better than Baylor. So Malik Knowles, Justin Hughes, and Elijah Sullivan all out for Kansas State today. It's a big loss for the Wildcats. I believe Tariq Milton's still out for Iowa State. I don't know about any other injuries or inactives for the Cyclones. Iowa State needs to beat Kansas State this week and Texas next week on Friday, and they will secure a spot in the Big 12 championship. Next week's game is on Black Friday. I will not be streaming, unfortunately, for that one. I will not be in town. I'm going home for Thanksgiving, and I don't have anything set up at all. At home. So unfortunately, I will not be streaming for quite possibly the biggest game of the year. I might be able to make it home if it was a night game, but I believe it's an 11 a.m. kick on Black Friday. So I will unfortunately be unable to make it for a stream that day, which really bums me out. But when you got a chance to see family in a time like what we're in, I'm gonna take that. So hopefully you guys understand. It's been a while since I've been home, dealing with quarantine and not being out and everything, and being cooped up in the apartment. So hopefully you guys understand. But yeah, unfortunately, I will not be streaming next Friday for the Iowa State Texas game. I should be back for Sunday. I think Green Bay plays Chicago. Let me just double check here. Yeah. So Green Bay plays Chicago that Sunday night. I should be back for that game. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but yeah. Chris Kleiman was actually talking earlier this week. They weren't sure Kansas State was going to have enough people to make the trip to Ames and play this game. Just hoping that the people that they brought are healthy, and they're getting through some tough COVID spots. So hopefully everybody there is healthy. So interesting day for the Big 12 this week. We've got Iowa State, Kansas State, the 1 versus the 3 right now, as well as Oklahoma State coming up later tonight, the 2 versus the 4 currently. So big games in the Big 12 this week. It's a wonderful week to be a Big 12 fan. 2 awesome rivalry games, 2 very impactful, meaningful games this year. Should be a good day of sports. Wildcats won the toss, and they have deferred. So Iowa State will start us off with the ball. As we are underway, fair catch called for and made for by Jarrell Brock on the kickoff. Iowa State will get the ball at their own 25. Brock Purdy, 16-6 in Big 12 play, the winningest quarterback in school history in the conference. Of course, everyone remembers 2 years ago the comeback against Kansas State right here in Ames. Purdy starts us out in the gun. Breece Hall to his left, 2 receivers right, 1 left. The 1 left is Dylan Sainer. He now motions to the backfield. Give this to Breece Hall, cuts it up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage, but picks up a yard, maybe 2. Daniel Green on the stop, number 22 for the I was about to say for the Jayhawks, for the Wildcats. Purdy in the gun, Breece Hall to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Dylan Sainer in the game at tight end. Chase Allen also in. Now Chase Allen motions left to right. Purdy give to Breece Hall running left, and he's met in the backfield. A big loss of 3 on the play. Kansas State not fooled at all by all the motion. Great job by Kansas State there to stretch that out and not give Breece Hall any room to run. 3rd and 12 here. Iowa State on their first possession of the game. 0-0 here. We are just underway. Jarrell Brock in the game. Purdy underneath the Hutchinson. Jarrell Brock, a great block on the outside, and Hutchinson picks up a first down out across the 40-yard line. Jarrell Brock with a great block, springing Xavier Hutchinson for a first down over the middle. 1st and 10, Iowa State. A big 3rd down and long conversion for the Cyclones. Brock Purdy in the pistol. Breece Hall behind him. Play fake to Breece Hall. Purdy rolling to his right. Throws over the middle. He's got Sean Shaw close to another first down. He'll be about a half a yard short. It'll be 2nd down into Kansas State territory. Great throw by Breece Hall. Hit Shaw right on the money, and a great catch, absorbing the contact and hanging onto the ball. Give to Breece Hall running left. Gets a good block by Hutchinson out on the edge inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line of K-State. Another first down. Breece Hall on the carry, left side. 31 for K-State with a poor angle, and Breece Hall able to turn the corner as Thomas for Kansas State, number 3, slow to get up, talking with the training staff now. It's like he's able to walk off on his own power. Hopefully he's all right there. That was Keandre Thomas, the corner, slow getting up and walking off the field. And like I was mentioning earlier, K-State with a lot of guys that did not make the trip because of COVID. So we'll see about depth moving forward here for the Wildcats. Brock Purdy in the gun, Breece Hall to his left, Dylan Sainer, Chase Allen, and Charlie Kohler all in the game. Play fake. Purdy looking deep right side. He's going to air one out to Joe Skates. Touchdown. Joe Skates deep down the right sideline. Brock Purdy with a perfect throw and a textbook first drive for the Cyclones. They strike first 6-0. Joe Skates just runs by him. Purdy actually a slight underthrow. But just enough on it. Gardner misplayed it just a touch. Maybe a little bit of a push off given what we saw last night, but, we take those. A Sally on for the extra point. Snap good, hold down. Kick is good. And a textbook start for Brock Purdy and the Cyclones offense. They go 75 yards, 7-0 with 12 minutes to go here in the first. Great start for the Cyclones offense. Joe Skates, GOAT. Hey, when he's playing well, he's definitely up there. Maybe a little bit of a push off, but What even is pass interference anymore? I don't know. Especially after last night. I got nothing. It's even with Duke Shelley in 2017. So, I mean, fair enough. A Baker Mayfield. I'm not going to lie. I would let Baker Mayfield cook my Thanksgiving dinner. Throw that whole turkey in the fryer. Throw those croissants in the pretzel machine. Easy clap. Easy. Man, if only Brock would start every game 3 for 3 for 62 yards and a touchdown. Probably would have beat Louisiana if he'd have started like that. Nah, Tim, we don't need to talk about Purdue, Minnesota. That play was nothing. Are you serious? Don't kick off out of bounds. You fricker. Oh, my God. Special teams woes continue. Good Lord. Nah, Tim, but seriously, Tim Brando, we don't need to talk about offensive pass interference. Nah. Nah, it was fine. Will Howard in the game. I'm still a Baker. What happened? Oh, we kicked it off out of bounds. Because, special teams. I mean, hey, at this point, they don't get a return touchdown on us, right? So I guess that's good. Will Howard in the game for Kansas State with Skylar Thompson out with whatever he's out with. I never know anymore with K-State. Offset eye to the left. Play fake. Rolling to his left. Throws it over the middle. He's got a man into Cyclone territory. Inside the 40-yard line. Kansas State with a great first play of their drive. Found the hole on the near sideline of Iowa State's defense, and I think that's Taylor, number 13. Down to the 36-yard line of Iowa State. Now a give right to Deuce Vaughn. Or was that Deneen? It was Deneen. Pickup of about 8 on first down, and Kansas State looking good to start the game. Oh, no, that was Deuce Vaughn. I need to trust myself more often. In the gun, straight drop, setting up the screen to Vaughn, and it's read immediately. Jake Hummel on the stop. Great play from 35, Jake Hummel. Reading the screen, it'll be a loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up for Kansas State in Iowa State territory. Ball at the Cyclone 30, 3rd and 4 from the right hash. Howard in the gun, Deuce Vaughn to his left, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now motion man to the right and back to the left. Howard straight drop, looks underneath, now throws over the middle. He's got his man. It should be a first down. Mike Rose made the stop. But it should be a first down for Kansas State for Mosey. That was a great play there by Will Howard, looking off one of the Cyclones defenders to the check down and then opening up that zone. It was a really good play. 1st and 10, Kansas State at the Cyclone 25. Give is to up the middle. Trotter up the middle for a nice gain. And Iowa State's defense looking shaky to start. Could be in for a typical Big 12 game. Isheem Young laid the boom on Thomas. Yeah, you're right. Offset I again to the left. Now to the right. And Trotter close to a first down here. They'll mark him just short. It'll be 3rd and inches. Keys to the game, Iowa State shorten the game. I don't know about that. I feel like a shorter game favors Kansas State, actually. 3rd and a half a yard for Kansas State here at the 16-yard line. They keep it with Howard, and he gets inside the 10, inside the 5. And Will Howard will set up 1st and goal for the Wildcats inside the Cyclone 5. First and goal, Wildcats at the Cyclone 3.5-yard line. Trips receivers left. Will Howard takes a snap, runs it to the right. Iowa State ready for it this time. It was Anthony Johnson was the first one there, forced him back inside. And then a multitude of black jerseys in on the stop. Jake Hummel and Orion Vance, I believe, the 2 major ones. Second and goal now, K-State. Back to the 5 after the loss. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now man in motion, left to right. Fake to him. Howard rolls to his left. He throws it short, and it's broken up. Looking for Taylor. Was incomplete. Threw it low and short. And couldn't quite pick it off the grass. Wasn't even broken up. I thought I got tipped, and that's what made it short, but it was not. Just threw it short, rolling to his left. 3rd and goal, Kansas State now from the 5, and Kleiman's going to call timeout. As the Wildcats have 3rd and goal, timeout called, 7:07 to go. Iowa State leads 7-0. Big play coming up for both teams. You know, sometimes you just jam out to commercial music. iPhone 12. Please do not buy the iPhone 12. Please save yourself the trouble and don't do that. You do not need to spend $1,200 on a phone. Trust me, you don't. Ooh, Titan safety Kenny Vaccaro downgraded to out and will not play tomorrow. That's a big loss for the Titans, as they look to bounce back from that really bad loss to Indy last Thursday. And they got a tough task ahead of them with Baltimore. So we've got 3rd and goal, Kansas State here as we come back from the timeout. Excuse me. So 3rd and goal at the 5 here for Kansas State. Howard in the gun. I believe that was Deuce Vaughn to his right. Fullback to the left. Fake to Vaughn. Keeper up the middle for Howard, and he's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2. And I would suspect that the run there makes me think that Kansas State's going to go for it here. I assume the timeout was to make sure they had 2 plays called, and it does look like they are going to keep the offense out there. Howard on the keeper picks up 3 down to the 2, but it'll be 4th and goal from there. Trips receivers left, Deuce Vaughn to Howard's left, and 1 tight end in the game off to the right. Fake to Vaughn. Howard keeps it, and he's not going to get it. Lawrence White in on the stop, and I believe there was one other. And Iowa State turns Kansas State over on downs inside the 5. A great play by Lawrence White gets Iowa State the ball back without giving up points. 6:23 to go. Iowa State still pitching a shutout. Man, I'm going to be all the way through this water by end of the first quarter. Howard had some success keeping the ball on previous plays, but Iowa State ready for it there on 4th and goal. Lawrence White, a phenomenal play. Will Howard is not an easy guy to tackle. Lawrence White with the stop. Stop me if you've heard that before. A Kansas State quarterback, tough to tackle. Let's go. No tutties in the jack. Let's go. Great stop. Now let's just put together a 98-yard touchdown drive. Put them in the ground. The line, I believe, closed at Iowa State -12 or -12.5. And yikes. Hopefully that's because the people in Vegas saw something that I didn't, but game is usually pretty close when Kansas State plays Iowa State. So Brees Hall 98-yard run incoming. God, I hope so. That'd be phenomenal. Purdy in the gun, standing in his own end zone. Give is to Brees Hall up the middle. Gets across the 5 to about the 5.5-yard line. So it'll be second down from there. Lawrence White came all the way across the field to make that play. Will McDonald was also there, but Lawrence White really the one that stopped that play. A great play by Lawrence White. Ball at the 5, 2nd and 8. Purdy in the gun, 1 receiver left, 3 tight ends in the game. Dylan Sainer now motions right to left and back right. Give to Breece Hall running right. Hurdles. Doesn't quite get to the 10. It'll get to about the 9. It'll be 3rd down there. K-State not afraid of Breece Hall here early on. Really getting to the line of scrimmage quick. Forcing him to really make the right decision with the ball. So 3rd and 4 here, ball at the 9. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers right, none left. Purdy takes a snap looking near side. He throws, and he was looking for Hutchinson. No flag. Hutchinson begging for one. Oh, is there a flag? They're talking about a flag here, but I didn't see one thrown. And there is a flag. Boyle. Boye Doe, number 25, got there early on Hutchinson on the slant. So 1st and 10, Iowa State after the penalty. Ball out to the 15-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Purdy in the gun. Fake to Breece Hall. Purdy looking for Hutchinson. Defender fell down, and Hutchinson makes the catch. Across the 30, made a man miss. Across the 40, and he is drilled at the 42-yard line. But Hutchinson, who has been Brock Purdy's number 1 receiver this season outside of the tight ends, defender slipped at the break in Hutchinson's route, and then a great block downfield by Sean Shaw. Cyclones going tempo. Purdy on the keeper across midfield inside the 45, inside the 40-yard line. Brock Purdy on the read keeper. And Iowa State cooking after forcing the turnover at the 2-yard line. Was Sean Shaw downfield blocking again. He's been an excellent downfield blocker for Iowa State when he's not making plays with his hands. Great downfield blocker, Sean Shaw. Purdy in the gun. Fake to Nwangu. Purdy was looking for Kohler, but now he finds he was looking for Chase Allen. Now he finds Kohler inside the 30, and another 1st down Iowa State. Or that was Sainer, excuse me. Dylan Sainer on the reception. He was looking for Chase Allen right after the play fake. Purdy got hit right after throwing it. Dylan Sainer staying on his feet, getting downfield for the 1st down. Ball at the 27-yard line of K-State. Purdy in the gun. Fakes to Nwangu. Purdy keeps again, and this time not much doing on the keeper. Picks up 2, maybe down to the 25. Hutchinson going off. Yeah, no kidding. Hutchinson's a really physical guy, too. Took a shot at the end of that big, long reception. Play blown dead here. Flag down. False start on the tight end Sainer that they were just talking about. Low wiggle. 2nd and 13 now for Iowa State. Ball at the 30-yard line. Purdy in the gun. Hall to his right. Two receivers left. Fake to Brees Hall. Purdy throws far side to Hutchinson. Stiff arms a man, but gets forced out of bounds after about a gain of 5. So they pick up the false start yardage back. But now it'll be 3rd and 8. Third and 8 here for the Cyclones. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cyclones put together a phenomenal first drive to go up 7-0 and then got a 4th and goal stand at the 2 to hold the 7-0 lead. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Brees Hall to his left. Purdy takes a snap. K-State brings a blitz. Purdy steps up. He's got a lot of room to run to the 20, 15, and slides down at no, he doesn't slide at the 10. He stays on his feet inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal, Iowa State. K-State brought the blitz and didn't get home up the middle. And Brock Purdy, a huge run up the middle. I thought he was going to slide at the 10, but Purdy stays up, gets inside the 10 to about the 8-7 yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. Cyclones looking to add on to their 7-0 lead. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers each side again. Now Dylan Sainer motions right side to tight end. Fake to Brees Hall. Purdy keeps again. Nothing doing really on this one. He picks up maybe a yard on the near sideline. This quarter has been all Brock Purdy, 6 of 6 in the air, 108 yards and a score. Brock Purdy in the gun. Brees Hall to his right, 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers left. Another fake to Brees Hall. Purdy keeps again, and again, nothing doing. Thomas stayed home. Kansas State really figuring out these zone reads here. This is ISU's best offensive performance I've ever seen. As we end the first quarter here, 7-0. I'll figure out what I think about that if we score on this drive, because K-State figuring out this read option early. Heading to quarter 2 of Farmageddon. Iowa State up 7-0 on a touchdown to Joe Skates on the first drive. I will say this is certainly a step up from last week against Baylor. Everybody on Twitter talking about Brock's scramble that he just had, where he tried to pump fake the defender like 8 yards across the line of scrimmage. I'll admit that's a pretty good play. And if you can fake him out, that's even better. What other games we got going on here? I know Iowa plays here in the 2:30 spot against Penn State. They're currently up on the Nittany Lions 10-7. Northwestern and Wisconsin tied at 7 in the second quarter. Oregon UCLA tied at 14. That game in the second quarter. California trails Oregon State 10-14. But they are in the red zone, 4th and goal from the 2. Virginia leads Abilene Christian 7-0. Pittsburgh leads Virginia Tech 6-0. And Alabama leads Kentucky 7-3. That game late in the first quarter. In the early slate of games, Ohio State was able to take down Indiana 42-35. That was about the only game that mattered. So Iowa State here, 3rd and goal, ball just outside the 5 at the 6. Purdy takes a snap, looking over the middle. He's looking Kohler, and he's got him in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Charlie Kohler in the back of the end zone. And when Purdy needs 6, he's looking at 88. Working the back of the end zone on number 19, Elder. And Purdy with a perfect throw away from the defender. Kohler with great hands to make the catch away from his body. And it's 13-0 Cyclones pending the extra point. Asali. Snap good, hold down, and the kick is perfect for Asali. 14-0 Iowa State. One play into the second quarter here in Farmageddon in Ames, Iowa. Brock Purdy still perfect on the day as the Cyclones look to further their chances at a Big 12 championship game. Do you think if Breece Hall has a good game, he can start being considered for the Heisman? I think he should already be considered for the Heisman. I don't know if he'll ever overtake the Trevor Lawrence, the Justin Fields, the Kyle Trasks, the Zach Wilsons of the world. But yeah, if Breece Hall has another 100+ yard game, I certainly think he should be considered already. So I definitely think with a good game today, maybe people will start to take notice of it. I certainly hope people start to take notice of it. He's definitely, because I hear people talk about Travis Etienne all the time, and I hear people talk about Chuba Hubbard all the time, and Breece Hall's doing what they're doing and more. So I certainly think he should be considered for Heisman with a good game today. If he goes for like 120 and a score, or like 105 and 2 scores or something like that, like I don't see how you could leave him off the Heisman boards. I do think because of the name on his jersey being Iowa State, he's going to have to keep having 100+ yard games with 2 scores, 3 scores to keep pace or to have a chance to overtake anybody. But yeah, Breece should already be in it. But if he just keeps doing what he's doing, people will eventually have to take notice. So yeah, really good question there, Talon. SMH, any running back wearing 28 for ISU should have already won the Heisman. Yeah, you're right. Cannot believe freaking Danny Werfel won the Heisman over Troy Davis. It's unfortunate. I bet even back then it was because Danny Werfel played for Florida and Troy Davis played for Iowa State. People were like, oh, shit, Iowa State, that's a nobody school. Let's give it to the person from Florida. Or, yeah, Florida State. Oh, Deuce Vaughn on the return. He's hit and spun down at the 15-yard line. Great special teams coverage from Iowa State. Don't hear me saying that very often. Danny Werfel was Florida, Zach. Danny Werfel was Florida. I read an article last week where Reggie Bush said that Breece Hall should be getting more appreciated and get more recognition. Yeah, that certainly doesn't surprise me. Reggie Bush was a stud. And, if he's saying Breece Hall needs more recognition, great sign for Breece. Yeah, I just Googled it, Zach. Danny Werfel attended the University of Florida, where he's a prolific passer for the Florida Gators under head coach Steve Spurrier. As Uwazurike called for roughing the passer. Oh, my. Excuse me? Excuse me. Excuse me. No, you don't get to call that. You don't get to call that. No, you don't get to call that. You don't. No. No, you don't get to call that. You don't get to call that roughing the passer. That does not. No, you don't get to call that a penalty. Oh, just wait for it, Zach. They don't get to call that roughing the passer. That's a terrible call. Absolutely horrific call. As Kansas State here, 2nd and 8 now, 14 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. Ball at the 28-yard line of Kansas State. Howard takes a snap, gives on the jet sweep, and Mike Rose, a great tackle for loss. 3rd and 10 now, Kansas State. Mike Rose on the tackle for loss. SMH college refs are the worst. They're terrible. They are awful. And when you don't discipline them, they just keep making shit calls like that. I mean, we had this discussion last night, actually, Zach and I, with the Purdue-Minnesota game. When you make shitty calls like that and you don't get disciplined, you just keep making shitty calls. Howard in the gun, K-State 3rd and 10 here from the 26. He's hit Will McDonald on the quarterback pressure, and it's incomplete. He got right in the face of Will Howard, and it'll be 4th and 10, K-State. Will McDonald absolutely crushes Will Howard on 3rd and 10. Howard just got the ball out. Great blitz by Will McDonald. K-State forced to punt here deep in their own territory, gets the punt away. Greg Eisworth still returning punts here for Iowa State. Juggled it, but was able to make the fair catch. If we win this game, how high do you think we'll be on the ranking? Well, I know Coastal Carolina won, so that doesn't help us. Wisconsin or Northwestern will lose, so we might jump ahead of particularly Northwestern if they lose. I don't know if they're behind us or not. But I would think we'd move up more than we have the last couple weeks, because the last couple weeks we haven't moved at all after winning. Not that we deserve to after beating Kansas and Baylor, but I would say if we move up to like 15 or 14, I would say that's probably about where we should be. I would say 14 or 15, depending on who else loses. So Northwestern's actually behind us in the rankings. Yeah, like if Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State, we'll probably jump out of them if we win. Indiana lost to Ohio State. I'm not sure how far they'll drop, because that was actually a really good game. Indiana hung in that game a lot better than I thought they would. Cincinnati was in trouble early against who were they playing? UCF today, I think. I think that's who they were playing. They were down 14-3 last I saw. So we'll see how far they drop if they lose that game. But I would say 14th ish, because I mean Kansas State's on the decline, but you know they're still a good top half team in the Big 12. So we'll see. I would say 14th or 15th. I don't think it'll be too extensive, but I think we'll move up some. If UCLA beats Oregon, that could be another team that we pass in the rankings. UCLA just scored to go up 21-17. Iowa State with the ball here at their own 25-yard line. Purdy in the gun. Give to Brees Hall running left. Gets a good block by Sainer. Picks up 5 off the left side. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 30. 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Iowa State leading 14-0 with 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives. Second and 5 from the 30. Purdy in the gun. Give to Brees Hall up the middle. A great burst of speed across the 35. 1st and 10, Iowa State. Great burst of speed there by Brees Hall, getting up the middle, picking up the first down. First and 10, Iowa State from the 37-yard line. Purdy in the gun, play fake over the middle, looking for Sainer, and it's broken up. That's Purdy's first incompletion of the day. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. If we win this and Oklahoma State loses, how good do you feel about us making the Big 12 championship game? I will not feel good until we beat Texas next week. I will not feel good until we beat Texas next week. That's about what I'll say on that. But yeah, technically, we do have the tie break over Oklahoma. But I'd honestly rather play Oklahoma State in the Big 12 championship game than any of the other teams. So I'd almost rather Oklahoma State won today. Brock Purdy in the gun, looking right side, broken up at the line of scrimmage. Batted down at the line. 3rd and 10 coming for Iowa State. Because let's see, we win, we go to 6-1. We're still not secured in. Then assuming Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State, they'll both be Oklahoma will be 5-2. Oklahoma State will be 4-2. Brock Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Quick underneath throw to Jarrell Brock, and he'll pick up about 7 or 8, but it'll be 4th and short. And I would assume Iowa State here will punt it away and play field position. But yeah, I won't feel good until we beat Texas next week and basically secure it. I mean, Oklahoma State losing should make me feel better about us making it, because we already have the tiebreak over Oklahoma. But yeah, like I said, I would almost rather Oklahoma State win today. Joe Rivera on to punt it. Gets away a good one. It's fielded at the 8, and he runs backwards looking for a block to get the edge. He's going to get it. across the 10 to the 15. There's a flag, and he's tackled down at the 23-yard line. There is a flag down. I think they're going to get a block in the back around the 10-yard line. Ooh. Kansas State's going to have 1st and 10 from about their own 5 here. There was a hold during the kick, which will go half the distance from where the kick was caught. So K-State's going to have the ball at about their own 5. Yeah, Iowa State gets into the Big 12 championship winning this game and then next week against Texas. That would secure their spot. And that would, I think, actually, if we beat Texas next week, that would not knock Texas out of Big 12 championship competition, which would be great. Because I'll be honest, Oklahoma kind of scares me right now. I think we caught Oklahoma to us and Texas State caught, or not Texas State, us and Kansas State caught Oklahoma about as good of a time as we could have early on. But yeah, I would love a rematch against Oklahoma State, to be perfectly honest with you, because we kind of played like shit that game and still almost pulled one out. So yeah, sorry, I'm looking at my phone trying to do some quick math here on our Big 12 championship game class chances. So we win, we go to 6-1. We're the first and only team to be at 6 wins, and we still wouldn't be secured. Because then if we lose to Texas and West Virginia, we go 6-3. If Oklahoma wins out, they would go 6-2. Or they'd go 7-2. So they'd get in over us. And then if Oklahoma State loses, because then Oklahoma wins out, they would also they'd be 6-2, which is still a half game better than us. So they'd be better than us anyway. And then assuming Texas beats us next week, they would be 6-2 also, or 7-2 also. I don't know, because Texas has already played Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Tackle for loss here on the first play of the drive. Kansas State starts at their own 4, and they'll now have it 2nd and 12 from their own 2. Wow, they only gave him a loss of 1 on that. 2nd and 11 from the 3. Howard in the gun, trips receivers to his left. Vaughn to his right. They run Will Howard. No, he's going to stand up and throw it, and he throws it to Vaughn, who gets lit up, and the ball is out, and it's incomplete. I think that was Orion Vance came over or Jake Hummel, excuse me. I think it was Jake Hummel came and laid the boom on him. Oh, no, it was Mike Rose came over and he beat Jake Hummel, and then Jake Hummel got his arm in there, and then Mike Rose with the hit forces an incomplete. Score prediction for the Iowa State-Texas game. Man, that's a tough one. I really want to pick Iowa State. Obviously, I really want to pick Iowa State. I think they're going to take a look at this play here. I think it'll stand as an incomplete pass, and it'll still be 3rd and 11. No, I think this will stand incomplete. Man, I really want to pick Iowa State, but I'm gonna go Texas wins 30-24. I think Texas has a good enough pass rush against Iowa State's pretty bad O-line that they can get to Purdy and frustrate him. And Purdy's not exactly the mental master of football. I think Breece Hall does a lot to keep us in that game. Like, does a lot to keep us in that game. They do confirm incomplete pass. So hey, they got the refs got that one right. But yeah, I'm gonna go Texas. Texas wins that game 30-20. I'll go 30-24. As much as that hurts me to say, which is why I think it's really important we win this game, and it's even more important that we win against West Virginia. And then I guess the problem with that is the Iowa State-Texas game basically determines the Big 12 championship. So Howard in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Iowa State only rushes 3, so plenty of time. Now running out of time, he throws it away, far sideline. Great coverage by Iowa State on 3rd and 11, and they'll force another Kansas State punt, and they should get the ball in a very good field position. Very good defense there from Iowa State on 3rd and long. Just took a shower. What did I miss? Not much. Iowa State forced basically a 3-and-out deep in Kansas State's own territory. And Greg Eisner is going to make the fair catch at the Kansas State 46. So Iowa State with great field position. Joe Rivera with a good punt, if you missed that, that pinned them back. And then Kansas State held on the punt, which forced them back even more. Man, I don't think we can lose the Texas game. Even if we win this game in West Virginia, because Texas plays Kansas State and Kansas after us. And if they lose either of those games, then that's just typical Texas. Brock Purdy in the gun here. Breece Hall to his left. Fake to Breece Hall. Purdy underneath goes to Sainer inside the 40. Hurdles a man across the 35 and inside the 35. 1st and 10, Iowa State. Great play by Purdy and a great play by Sainer. Inside the 35 to the 32, maybe the 33. Depends on where they'll spot him. Great job by Sainer avoiding the hit, though. 1st and 10, Iowa State from the 33-yard line. Purdy in the gun. Breece Hall to his left. Quick pitch to Breece Hall running left. Picks up about 6 on the play. Got a good block on the edge by, I believe it was Sainer. It was either Sainer or the left tackle. Didn't quite see who it was. Sealing the edge there. Yeah, once again, the top of the Big 12 is going to be really, really messy once we get down to the end of the season here. Because we've got Iowa State beat Oklahoma but lost to Oklahoma State. Texas lost to both Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Brock Purdy in the gun. Breece Hall to his left, 2 receivers right. Now motions Charlie Kohler. Give is to Breece Hall. He picks up 4, close to the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and short. But yeah, Texas lost to both Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Oklahoma lost to Iowa State, but beat Texas, but still plays Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State beat both Iowa State and Texas. Or beat Iowa State, but lost to Texas and plays Oklahoma. It's just all a big mess. Iowa State just controls their own destiny. They just went out and they're in. So let's just do that. 3rd and 1 here. Brock Purdy in the gun. No receivers. Give is to Breece Hall. Hesitation. Fighting forward. Picks it up. Picks up 3 and a 1st down for Iowa State. Down close to the 20-yard line. Great hesitation there from Breece Hall. Squares up the defense, cuts inside, and picks up the first down. Iowa State now 1st and 10, just outside the 20. Quick pitch to Nwangu on the far side, and he's tackled behind the line. Great play from Kansas State. It was Duke, number 29. Great play in the backfield to trip up Nwangu for a loss of 1. So now ball back at the 22. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Kene Nwangu still in the game. Play fake to him. Purdy looking end zone for Hutchinson. Throws it up and it's caught. Touchdown by Hutchinson. What a catch. Xavier Hutchinson on the near side. And Purdy dropped it in the breadbasket. A great throw from Brock Purdy and a better catch by Xavier Hutchinson. Phenomenal grab by Xavier Hutchinson. 20-0 Iowa State here in Farmageddon. Whew. What a phenomenal throw from Brock Purdy. Connor Assali on for the extra point. Snap good, hold down, kick good. 21-0 Iowa State here in Farmageddon 2020. Tell you what, we play like this, and I might have to change my Iowa State Texas prediction. This is about as complete of a game as I've seen from Iowa State in a while. All right, now let's keep the foot on the gas here. Let's not leave anything up to chance in this one. All gas, no fucking brake. God, my hair is a disaster. If we win the last 3 regular season games and we win the Big 12 championship, do you think we'll be considered for the college football play? No. Unfortunately, week 1 against Louisiana is going to loom large as far as the Big 12. I think the Big 12's chances at the playoffs are done. Even if I think Oklahoma State winning out and winning the Big 12 championship would not be good enough to get them into the playoff. Now, whether or not I agree with that is a completely different story, because I think an Oklahoma State team that wins out would be well good enough to be considered for the playoff. But unfortunately, Iowa State losing week 1 to Louisiana is gonna end that discussion before it starts. Unfortunately, but I I do think it's really unfortunate, though, in the year of COVID, that's just we've seen some weird stuff happen in football this year as Deuce Vaughn returning the kickoff. Uh-oh. And Kansas State's going to have the ball close to midfield here. Deuce Vaughn, a great return. Iowa State's special teams coverage continues to be volatile at best. But yeah, there's been a lot of weird stuff with 2020. Michigan State looks bad, or Michigan looks bad. Penn State looks bad. Oklahoma struggled to start off the year. Indiana was 4-0. Like, there's just a lot of weird. Not that Indiana's bad by any means, but I don't think anyone really saw this out of them this year. So I think it sucks that a week 1 loss is going to get held against us, but you can't lose that game to Louisiana. That's just kind of how it goes. Kansas State here burns their second timeout to avoid a delay of game coming off the kickoff. So Kansas State will have 1 timeout left here with 6:30 to go in the first half. Hey, Ravens 8, how's it going? Good to see you in the chat today. Good to hear. Good to hear. Excited for Tennessee tomorrow? Ready for Derrick Henry? I think that'll be a really fun game. I'm excited to watch that one. Or wait, is that one of the afternoon games? Frick. Oh, no, that's one of the noon games. Okay. Ooh. Sweet. So I can watch that one and then stream Indianapolis, Green Bay. Perfect. Which that's a reminder to everybody in the chat here. I'll be streaming similar to today for Green Bay, Indianapolis tomorrow at 3:20 at Central Time. So 4:20 Eastern, or that'd be like 1:20 Pacific. Kansas State, after the good kickoff return, has the ball thrown 47. Will Howard here in the gun to start this drive for Kansas State, looking for anything to go their way. 21-0 Iowa State here with 6:30 to go in the half. Give to Deuce Vaughn running right, and no room. Jaquan Bailey on the tackle. Nothing doing for the Kansas State offense. Score, please. 21-0 Iowa State. Just over 6 minutes to go now in the half. Iowa State, Kansas State, Farmageddon. Score looks good. You're darn right it looks good. It's been a very good first half for Iowa State today. 2nd and 10 after no gain on the play. Will Howard in the gun. 1 receiver each side. Deuce Vaughn in the backfield. Quick throw near side, and it's just wide of his target. Got 1 hand on it, but unable to secure the bag. Lawrence White was in coverage. maybe affected the catch a little bit. 3rd and 10 now for Kansas State. NFL refs be like, I can't wait to see where this joke finishes. 3rd and 10 K-State from their own 47. Howard in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Deuce Vaughn to his right, 1 tight end in the game. Cyclones bring a corner blitz, and Will Howard's throw is low. Tavon Kyle in coverage. Anthony Johnson off the edge brought the blitz. Will Howard forced the poor throw again. NFL refs be like, there was no foul for pass interference. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line, touchdown. Yeah. Although if you've seen college officials the last 2 days, you'd be saying the same thing about them. As K-State punts it away, Greg Eisworth will leave it, and this will take a good Kansas State roll down to the 11 and 12-yard line. And it'll be down there. Man, there's been some really bad officiating decisions today and yesterday. Obviously, referencing my video from last night / yesterday / really early this morning. In the Purdue-Minnesota game yesterday, which was a terrible offensive pass interference call. Brock Purdy in the gun here. Iowa State takes over at their own 12. They've already got a 98-yard touchdown drive today. Brock Purdy give to Breece Hall running right, cuts it upfield across the 20, 25, 30. Almost loses the football. Almost lost the ball, but gets it out across the 35. 1st down, Iowa State. Breece Hall, his first big run of the day. If you saw NHL refs, you'd be saying things that are way worse. Ooh, Massey almost forced the fumble there. Breece Hall able to secure it, though. First big carry of the day for Breece. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Brock Purdy in the gun. Hall to his right. Dylan Sainer in motion right to left. Purdy play action all day to throw. Now rolls out to his left, sets his feet, throws deep down the field for Sean Shaw. Oh no, that's Hutchinson with a great catch. Xavier Hutchinson. Man got up, and I thought it was Sean Shaw with how high he got in the air. Xavier Hutchinson. What a play from the JUCO transfer. High pointing that one. Give to Breece Hall on the follow-up inside the 30, 25, 20. And he's pushed out of bounds. No, he stays in. Touchdown! Breece Hall tiptoes the near sideline and punches it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Breece Hall on the carry following Xavier Hutchinson's amazing grab. Stays on his feet, stays in bounds, skirts the sideline, and in. Breece Hall makes it 27-0 Iowa State. Whew. Connor Asali on for the extra point. Snap good, hold down. Kick is perfect. 28-0 Iowa State. Laying it on Kansas State today in the Farmageddon rivalry. 4:30 to go in the half. 28-0. Oh my God, Hutchinson is so good. Man, he's got the way he elevated for that. The way Hutchinson elevated for that, I thought it was Shaw. I am so happy. Yeah, I'm also very happy. This is the best ISU offensive performance I've ever seen. It's definitely up there right now. Man, Breece Hall. Talon, you were asking about Heisman. Deuce Vaughn on the punt or on the kickoff return gets it out across the 30. Another good return for the K-State returner. Talon, you were asking about Heisman. I mean, Breece Hall, all you got to do is watch him. There you go. Those 2 carries on that drive put Breece over 100 yards on the day. 12 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 8.5 yards a carry. Brock Purdy, not too shabby himself, 11 of 13, 185 yards, and 3 scores. K-State goes empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, throws it, and it's intercepted! Mike Rose again! Mike Rose! As my stream freezes, Mike Rose with the interception at the 40. It was sorry, 1 sec. I'm trying to refresh my stream here. And it's just the second quarter. Yeah, no kidding, Talon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, by the way. Holy fuck, Mike Rose. Absolutely the best coverage linebacker I've seen very long time. It was a regular play, which you see almost every game. Ref calls a 5-minute major penalty on Vegas for nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Iowa State takes over at the K-State 38-yard line after the Mike Rose interception. Brock Purdy in the gun. Give to Kene Nwangu, and he gets lit up in the backfield, back at the 42. Big loss. Wyatt Hubert on the stop. Sharks score 4 on that power play. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. In hockey, they don't stop the power play after a goal. They just keep the time up. That's right. 2nd and 14. Wyatt Hubert, first team All Big 12 last season. I think we made him mad, and he made a great play there on Kene Nwangu. Another give to Kene Nwangu up the middle, picks up 2 of the 4 yards back. So it'll be 3rd and 12 now. Two-minute minor. If someone scores, it's back to full length. Oh, okay. So 3rd and 12 here for Iowa State. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Purdy in the gun, trips receivers left, 1 to the right, and Iowa State burns their first time out here with exactly 3 minutes left. 3rd and 12. Iowa State burns their first time out, leading 28-0. And they've got the ball back after the Mike Rose interception. A 4-minute double minor. They take the power play clock down to 2 minutes. If there was more time, if there was less time, then it goes back to full strength. Okay. And then there's 5-minute major. Is there anything bigger than a 5-minute major, or is 5? Aren't there 8-minute penalties in hockey? 2 receivers each side. Brock Purdy in the gun. Brock dumps it off underneath to Jarrell Brock inside the 30, and he's really close to a first down. Xavier Hutchinson signaled for it. It's going to be really close. He was right at the marker, Jarrell Brock. They're going to mark him about a half yard short, it looks like. So 4th and inches here for Iowa State, up 28-0. 2.5 minutes to go. 4th and 1, they call it. It looks like Iowa State's going to go for it. And with Iowa State's kicking woes from the 29, I don't dislike this call. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers left. Give to Nwangu, fights forward, gets the first down. Just barely, but he got it. It'll be 1st and 10 Iowa State. 5-minute major, no matter how much you score, it keeps going. Right. Well, there are 10-minute misconducts, but it's not a power play. Okay. I was thinking there was like an 8-minute penalty. I guess not. Jarrell. Yeah, that was a great play on 3rd and long from Jarrell Brock. Fighting for as much as he could get. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Now motions Kene Nwangu, who gets it on the jet sweep. Inside the 25, got a good block, and he's cut down at about the 22. He got a great play out on the edge. Again, a great seal-off block. So Vegas tied it at 4 late in regulation. 2nd and 4 here. Minute 14 to go here in the first half. Iowa State leading 28-0. Ball at the Kansas State 21-yard line. Purdy give to Breece Hall up the middle. Breaks through the line. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown, Breece Hall. 34-0 here in the first half. Breece Hall. And Barclay Goodrow in overtime for the Sharks and over. Thanks, ref. Yeah, that sounds about right. Breece Hall. Woo! Breece Hall shook Parker out of his shoes and takes it 21 yards to the end zone. Breece Hall, 34-0 with a minute to go. Heisman, you're darn right, Talon. Connor Asali puts through the extra point, and it's 35-0 before the half. Iowa State tacks on after Mike Rose got the interception of Will Howard, and Breece Hall puts it in. 35-0. This game's over? God, I hope so. I don't think this game's over. You're not Falconsing it. And you'd be surprised, Ravens 8. Iowa State isn't exactly known for being this good. Kick off a squib up the middle, fielded at the 13-yard line by Brooks. And he's taken down at about the 26. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Most consecutive games with 100 rushing yards and at least 1 rushing touchdown to start the season. Breece Hall now has 8, which puts him ahead of Leonard Fournette and Bryce Love at 7. And trails only LaDainian Tomlinson, who did it all 12 games in 2000 for TCU. Ooh. Breece Hall, 13 carries, 123 yards, and 2 scores. Oh, and it's not even halftime. Nick Ost in the game for Kansas State at quarterback. Will Howard not back in the game. Let me look up more about this Nick Ost guy. He's played in 1 game. He played against Kansas a few weeks ago for Kansas State. 2nd and 6 here. 2 receivers right. Nick Ost will keep it up the middle. He's upended close to the first down marker. He's about a yard short. Greg Eisworth on the tackle. And we should see one more snap here before the end of the first half. Kansas State will get the ball to start the second half, trailing 35-0 Iowa State, making a statement today against the Wildcats. Final score of that game, Vancouver 4, San Jose 5, final overtime playoffs, 3-on-3. Oh, that's right. 3-on-3 in the 3-on-3, baby. Nick Ost in the gun, trips receivers right, give up the middle, gets to about the 40, and that'll do it for the first half. Not Vancouver, that's Vegas. Oh, shit, did I say Vancouver? I meant Vegas. My bad. Rivas, the offensive lineman down for K-State, punching the ground. Josh Rivas. You hate to see that, especially clearly in pain, punching the ground. Looked like he got rolled up on here. We're getting a replay. Oh. Ooh. Now rolled up on the right foot, right ankle. Oh. Man, hate to see that. Josh Rivas clearly in pain, down. Punching the ground, clearly upset, in pain. Josh Rivas is able to get to his feet, and that'll take us to the half. Breece Hall, Iowa State, Brock Purdy up 35-0. Josh Rivas, it does look like he's walking to the locker room under his own power, which after getting rolled up on like he did, you love to see that. But we will go to the half, 35-0 Iowa State. A great first half for the Cyclones. Let's open it up just a little bit. 3-on-3 overtime is better. I think we had this discussion on a previous stream, Ravens 8, and I think I agree with you. I think just the as someone that doesn't really watch hockey, I feel like the space that it opens up for 3-on-3, I feel like that just plays better. I think we at least mentioned it in a previous stream. I don't know if we actually talked about it, but I feel like 3-on-3 hockey would be fun to watch. Just so much more space to work with. Total yardage in the first half, Iowa State outgained Kansas State 363-74. Wow. Hutchinson already has 103 yards receiving. And Breece Hall obviously already over 100 yards on the ground. Tone down the red a little bit. Great half from Iowa State. About as well as I've seen us play in a half in a while. I think about the closest comparison I have was when, and Zach, I'm sure will remember this, and Talon probably does too, when we played against Patrick Mahomes' Texas Tech team, and we were up like 41-0 or 41-3 at the half or something like that. which was what, 2016? Yeah, 2016. We were up 45-3 at the half against Patrick Mahomes' Texas Tech Red Raiders. I agree. There is much more space. Yeah, I just feel like it'd be more fun to watch. You're not all clustered together as much. Which, I mean, I don't watch a lot of hockey, so I don't know if that's actually an issue. But I feel like having more space to work around with would be a lot more fun to watch. That game was the greatest game ever because no one expected it. Exactly, Talon. Exactly. Joel Lanning, the absolute tank. 5 rushing touchdowns. You got the halftime show, Big Noon Saturday. They're talking about Ohio State took down Indiana today in a top 10 matchup. Like the Oklahoma Baker Mayfield upset. I would honestly, I mean, that was honestly, I feel like that was the greatest game ever. Go in there with a third string quarterback that I didn't even know was on the roster and upset eventual Heisman winner Baker Mayfield. Yeah, going back to Indiana, Ohio State. Indiana played a lot better than I thought they would. I did not expect this out of Indiana. I thought they were, I figured they were just kind of in the top 10 because they were a Power 5 team that was undefeated. Yeah, they played Ohio State a lot tougher than I think a lot of teams would. So, mad respect to Indiana. They dropped the 4-1 on the season. Tough loss. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see where they put Indiana and Ohio State on Sunday tomorrow for the AP rankings. Alan Lazard on the Brees for Heisman train tweeted out today the picture of the most consecutive games with 100 plus rushing yards and a 1+ rushing touchdowns to start the season. Tweeted out that graphic. I like Iowa. Hey man, we like anyone that joins us here for a stream. Okay, Lamau Uwu. I like that username. Speaking of Iowa, though, up 24-7 on Penn State. That game is in the second half. Man, Penn State, what a disaster of a season for the Nittany Lions. Preseason top 10 team. Started out rough and just kept getting worse. Indiana finished with -1 rushing yard. Okay, maybe they didn't play as well as I thought they did, and maybe Ohio State just played poorly. You mean to tell me Indiana had -1 rushing yard against Ohio State today? Yikes. Wow. Dang, Justin Fields threw 3 picks. Packers are overrated. I think we'll find out a lot about the Packers tomorrow, playing against Indianapolis. OT winners are exciting, and you just don't want to wait an eternity for. Yeah, that's fair. Ravens 8. I think we'll find out a lot about the Packers tomorrow against Indianapolis. Really good defense, a team that can run the ball, grind the clock. Very similar to like a Chicago, but with a better O-line and a better quarterback and a better running back. Not that I don't love David Montgomery, but because I do. And I feel like I've talked a lot about David Montgomery being they're not overrated. Like I said, I think we'll find out a lot about Green Bay tomorrow. I don't particularly think that they're overrated. I think they're pretty spot on rated. Really good offense, really good O-line, a defense that can't stop the run, that doesn't, create turnovers. I feel like there's not a whole lot else to talk about there. Maybe if Aaron had a certain number 13 to throw to, yeah, no kidding, Taylon. I think Lazard playing tomorrow or not makes a difference in that football game, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because I think the Colts are a good enough team on defense that they can take Devontae Adams or at least slow him down. I don't think they'll take Adams out of the game completely, but this reminds me very much of the Bucs game. And I think it'll say a lot about Green Bay tomorrow. I feel like Green Bay needs to have Devontae Adams to attract the attention, MVS to, run go routes and to spread the field. And they need Allen Lazard to make those big third down catches that he's done every game that he's played for Green Bay. Poor Vanderbilt. They were actually up on Florida for a little bit, but Kyle Trask proved too much for Vandy. Yo, North Alabama has scored 14 points against BYU. They now trail the Cougars 14-56. By the way, the Appalachian State Coastal Carolina game today was a banger. So was the Army Georgia Southern game. Those two games were really fun to watch in the early group of games. 14-56. Yeah, North Alabama, not exactly a good football team. And BYU's got a Heisman contender at quarterback, so. Oh, LSU, Arkansas. Yo, did Arkansas hang on to win this game? I don't actually know. Oh. Arkansas field goal attempt. No, it's short. No, Arkansas. No. Stephen F. Austin at Memphis. Ooh, rest in peace, Stephen F. Austin. Speaking of 56-14, Memphis takes down Stephen F. Austin 56-14. Iowa's moved into the red zone on Penn State, up 24-7 already, looking to extend on that. Man, Penn State, what happened? I don't even know where to begin. They lost that opener to Indiana in that like overtime dive for the pylon 2-point conversion. Then And they had to bounce back and play Ohio State. They lost that one. And then they had two really good chances to win games against Maryland and Nebraska, and they just sucked and lost both of them. And now they're getting blasted by Iowa. Started as a top 10 team, and they're about to be 0-5. Yikes. Northwestern up 14-7 on Wisconsin. That's a result that Iowa State probably wants to flip, because Northwestern might actually pass us in the rankings if they can beat Wisconsin. Of course, we've got Bedlam tonight, Oklahoma State against Oklahoma, kicking off at 6:30 Central Time. Oklahoma favored by 7. The Sooners have absolutely dominated that rivalry. I think they've got like an 80% win ratio, like 80% win percentage in that rivalry, and they've won 9 of the last 11 or something like that. Oh, that's a really funny tweet. LOL, is that a rivalry? I mean, it's a rivalry in the sense that it's two teams from Oklahoma in the same conference, and so they play every year. But it's not a rivalry in that Oklahoma has won all of them. I'm actually going to look this up. I looked it up earlier. Let's take a look here. Oklahoma leads the series 89-18 with 7 ties. And they've won all but 2 of the games dating back to 2003. They've won 15 of the last 17 games in the rivalry. And I have a feeling you speak Russian. I do not speak Russian. My roommate, my apartment mate, is taking a Russian class though this year. But I don't speak Russian. I know like a phrase or two. But yeah, other than that, I don't speak any Russian. I play the Call of Duty games. There's some Russian stuff in that. That's about the extent of my Russian knowledge. Somebody took the Bruce Almighty poster, like from the movie, and put Brees Almighty with a Photoshop picture of Brees Hall's face. Winsipedia. I actually just looked it up on Wikipedia, but yeah, Winsipedia is a great site. Iowa State actually leads the all-time series against Kansas State, but it has not been that way recently. The largest margin of victory for Iowa State was a 48-0 win in 1943. So we'll see if Iowa State can expand on that. Yeah, Kansas State has won. This game has been a very close rivalry in the last 12 years or so, dating back to 2008. And Iowa State has 1 win since 2008. It came 2 years ago, and we had to We had to come back from 17 down in the fourth quarter to win that game. But hey, we got it done. That's what matters. Yeah, it's really been Kansas State's series since 1990. So the last 30 years or so. It's really been Kansas State's series. Iowa State has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins since 1990. Longest win streak on both sides is 10. Iowa State has 50 wins to Kansas State's 49. So a very even series all time, but it's been a very momentum-based series. There are also 4 ties. So both teams have a longest win streak of 10. Both teams have a largest win of at least 48 points. So Spencer's snapshots of the first half. Oh, man, Brees Hall is so good. Brees Hall is so good. Iowa State will kick off, so Kansas State will get the ball to start the second half. Nick Ost, it appears, will start the second half for Kansas State. Will Howard, not sure if it's just a benching decision or if he was kind of shaken up after Will McDonald's hit on him earlier. But it looks like Nick Ost will start for Kansas State here in the second half. Nettles will kick us off here to start the second half. Your total yards prediction of the day for Brees, and he did it on 13 carries in the first. I did say like 120, didn't I? He did it in the first half. Deuce Vaughn on the kickoff return across the 15 to the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 25 near sideline by Lawrence White. Yeah, Brees Hall really made me look foolish, didn't he? Look, we started out the game and we threw the ball and we were throwing it effectively, and I thought maybe we would throw the ball a bit more this game, but I forgot Brees Hall's going to take a couple carries for 30 yards every game. So Nick Ost will start us off here. Kansas State with the ball, 1st and 10. Trailing 35-0 with the ball at their own 24-yard line. 3 receivers left, give to Deuce Vaughn running left. He gets a good block on the edge across the 30, and he's taken down close to the first down marker by Isheem Young. First time I've said his name today. You said 120 yards in a TD or 105 and 2. Yeah. Well, he got the highest yards and the highest touchdowns off of those predictions. So there we go. Offset eye to the right, Nick Ost under center, 1 receiver each side. Play fake, rolling to his right, now under pressure, and he's going to get sacked. That's Mike Rose back near the 20-yard line. Mike Rose on the sack. 3rd and long now for K-State. Well, it looked like they gave Deuce Vaughn the first down on that first carry of the half, so this will be second and long. Anthony Johnson with great coverage downfield, allowing Mike Rose to get the sack. So second and 22. They gave Deuce Vaughn the first down on the first play. Two receivers each side. Deuce Vaughn in the backfield. Nick Oss throws it, and he's got his man out across the 40 to the 45 and a first down, Kansas State. Iowa State soft zone coverage, and Nick Ost finds Brooks for a first down on second and 22. Oof. And he's got a rocket as a right arm. So first and 10 at the K-State 44. Trips receivers left. Deuce Vaughn also on the left of the quarterback in the gun. Runs up the middle and runs into a brick wall named Enyi Owazarike. Number 58, Cyclones D lineman. All over the field on that one. Stuffed him up the middle. Second and 10 now for K-State. $12:30 to go here in the third quarter. Iowa State up 35-0. Two receivers left. Deuce Vaughn Nick Oss looking that way. Finds his receiver for a pickup of about 8. Steps out of bounds. It'll be third and short. Nick Oss with a good drive here to start the second half for K-State. Stepping in for Will Howard at quarterback. Third and 2. K-State 3 for 7 on the day on third down. This one, third and 2 from the Iowa State 48. One receiver each side. Play fake looking near sideline, and it's broken up. A great play by Greg Eisworth. Greg Eisworth, a great break on the ball. Breaks it up. Would have been a first down for K-State, but Greg Eisworth. Nice play. Very nice play for Greg Eisworth. Fourth and 2 now for K-State. K-State will go for it here. Fourth and 2. Ball at the Iowa State 48. Play fake. Nick Oss rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it near sideline, and it's overthrown out of bounds, and it'll be another turnover on downs for K-State. And Iowa State's defense holds yet again on fourth down. 11:40 to go, and K-State still nothing doing on offense. 35-0 Cyclones. Yo, Coors Light commercial. All right, sounds good. The official beer of being done wearing a bra. What a commercial from Coors Light. Well done. Well frickin' done, Coors Light. All right, let's take a look at Twitter. I just lost Gulag. Oh, man. Rest in peace. I'm assuming that's a reference to Warzone. Mostly because I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, nice. Well, not nice because you lost in the go. Oh, so did Taylor. Oh, are you guys playing together? Awesome. Well, again, dang, I also just lost Gulag. Oh man, rest in peace. Brock Purdy in the gun. Iowa State takes over from their own 48-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Give to Johnny Lang. No, he fakes it. Purdy keeps it inside the 40. Makes another move inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. Brock Purdy on the keeper. Wow. I'll be honest, I didn't expect a lot of Brock Purdy runs here in the second half. First and 10, Iowa State still cooking on offense coming out of the half. Ball at the 33-yard line. Trips receivers left, none to the right. Brees Hall to Purdy's left in the gun. Quick play fake. Purdy looking over the middle under pressure and a nice touch pass down to Charlie Kohler at the 16-yard line. Nice touch pass there from Brock Purdy over the defenders into an open zone where Charlie Kohler could make a nice grab. Purdy got hit right after he throws it. We got to protect him for next week. Yeah, no kidding. I did not expect him to be running the ball in the second half here. First and 10, Iowa State, ball in the red zone, looking to add on to their 35-0 lead at the 17-yard line. 1 receiver each side, Brees Hall in the backfield. Play fake. Brock Purdy keeps again, and he'll stumble forward to about the 15. Maybe he got inside the 15. Second down here for Brock Purdy and the Cyclone offense. Second and 8. So they'll give him the 15-yard line. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 to the left. Now Chase Allen motions left side to the line. Ball deflected at the line and incomplete. Daniel Green knocked it down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 8 now from the 15-yard line. Looked like he was looking for Joe Skates on the out route. And Green couldn't get to the passer, so he got his arms up and knocked it down. 3rd and 8 Iowa State from the 15-yard line. 9:38 to go here in the third. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Dylan Sander now in motion to the right. Brock Purdy in the gun, takes a snap. K-State brings 4. Brock Purdy throwing a fade, and it's going to be broken up. He was looking for Hutchinson again in the end zone. It'll be 4th and 8 now, and Iowa State will attempt a field goal here. And that'll fall incomplete. Great play. I didn't catch who it was for K-State coming off of Sean Shaw to get back and double cover Hutchinson in the end zone. That was a good read by him. Connor Asali from the left hash. 32-yarder, snap, good hold down, and Connor Asali makes it 38-0. Perfect kick from him. And I'm going to really quick run to the bathroom. I will be back for when the game comes back. See you in a couple seconds. Yo, we back. I guess that's why you don't drink future ESPN commentator. Yeah, you just take a break during the commercials. Quick pee break. I guess that's why you don't drink like 56 ounces of water in 2.5 quarters of football. But man, you gotta stay hydrated, Unacceptable we didn't score a touchdown. Yes, Twitter. All right, I'm actually gonna change these to white because as much as I love the red, it doesn't look all that good on camera. So we'll change it to white. I love that they, by the way, I haven't been able to show it right because I can't show the game, but they, whenever they cut to a commercial break, they show Cy riding a tractor and then the K-State mascot riding a tractor, and they just collide into each other for their cut to commercial break. That's phenomenal. I love that. This game needs a trophy. Kickoff here, fielded at about the 9 by Deuce Vaughn, near sideline. Slides down at the 20. K-State will take over there down 38-0. So 1st and 10 K-State here, 9:23 to go. They gave Deuce Vaughn the 21-yard line on the kick return. I formation here. Nick Ost again in the game at quarterback. Give is to Vaughn. Excuse me, that's not even Deuce Vaughn. What are they doing not giving the ball to Deuce Vaughn? That was it was Trotter on the carry. Iowa's pooing on Penn State. Yeah, it kind of looked like it. Oh, it's gotten worse. It's now 31-13, Iowa. So 2nd and 8 here. Empty set for Ost. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throws it quick near side to Deuce Vaughn at the 29. Is wrestled down there by Lawrence White. It'll be 3rd and 1, maybe 2. I think they'll give him the 30-yard line there, so it'll be 3rd and 1. For those of you that are here now, I mentioned it at the very beginning of the stream, but I'm not sure how many people were here. Unfortunately, I will be home for Thanksgiving. I know that sounds bad, but it's not. As Nick Ost takes the snap, give to Deuce Vaughn Trotter again running right. He'll pick up the 1st down. I unfortunately will not be in Ames for Friday's game against Texas. And I don't have anything at my house to stream. Or at least I don't have enough stuff. Now I could theoretically bring my webcam and stuff and hook everything up. But unfortunately I will not be able to stream for the Texas game on Friday. If it was the Friday night game, I could probably do it. Quick throw out far sideline, Render on the reception. He'll pick up a yard. Good job by Render to fight for anything. As he'll pick up a yard there on the far side. But yeah, unfortunately, I will be spending Thanksgiving with my family. I don't get to leave Ames a whole lot. I need your streams. Well, I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm sorry, boys. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream. Again, if it was the Friday night game, if it wasn't an 11 a.m. kick, I would for sure make it back to Ames and I'd be able to stream it. But unfortunately, they don't care. and they schedule important Big 12 games for 11 a.m. So unfortunately, I won't be able to stream. I know I'm crying too because I love doing this every week, and missing streams makes me sad. But yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to stream for that game. But I will be posting a ton of shit on Twitter during that game, so be sure to follow me at DBSportsYT on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting the game since I can't be live streaming the game. Dad, no, I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I have to disappoint you this way. That'll be a false start on Kansas State here on 3rd and 4 at the 40. I'm sorry, my son. I'm sorry I disappoint you in this way. But I will be back for the season finale against West Virginia, 100%. And then I will also be for sure streaming the bowl game, regardless of how all that goes down. And if we make the Big 12 championship, I will for sure stream that as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I will not be streaming for the Texas game, which does make me really sad because it's like the most important game of the year, bar none, at this point. 3rd and 9 here for K-State, and Nick Austin is going to go down. Jaquan Bailey with the sack. Latrell Bankston was also in there, but Jaquan Bailey will end this drive for Kansas State with a sack. He beat the left tackle. And Jaquan Bailey makes it 4th and 18 for Kansas State. K-State punts it away. Greg Eisworth deep to receive the punt, and that was not a very good punt. It goes out of bounds close to midfield there. And Iowa State will have great field position for this drive here in the second half. Brees Hall touchdown right here. Oh, that'd be phenomenal. That would be incredible. 28-yard punt from Jack Bloomer. Iowa State will get the ball at their own 46-yard line when we come back from break here. Stuart Mandel, the editor-in-chief of the Athletic College Football, has tweeted out, they may have to invoke a running clock in Iowa State, K-State. Have mercy, Cyclones. Nah. K-State doesn't get mercy. K-State doesn't deserve that. I want us to put up 69 on them, and then maybe we can stop. I don't think we'll get to 69, but I really want to score 69. No mercy. Exactly, Teclin. No mercy. Maybe if they didn't want us to score, they should just stop us. Just saying. Penn State has scored at the end of the third quarter. They got the 2-point conversion. It's now 31-21 Hawkeyes. So down to a 10-point game there in Happy Valley. Yeah, so if Oklahoma State beats Oklahoma tonight, Iowa State can clinch a spot in the Big 12 championship on Friday if we beat Texas. Iowa State's drive starts with a rush to Brees Hall. Fights forward for about 2. Not much doing for him on that carry. Of course, everyone wants to score 69 points. Yeah, you're right. You always got to score 69. 2nd and 8 from the 48-yard line of Iowa State. The Cyclones looking to continue this throttling of the Wildcats. Purdy takes a snap, give to Brees Hall running left, cuts up field, gets a good block across midfield to the 45 and taken down just shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be another first down for Iowa State in the Kansas State territory. Good block downfield by Chase Allen. And Brees Hall gets down close to the 40-yard line. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Play fake to Kane Nwangu, and Purdy hits Hutchinson on the slant for a pickup of 7 on the far sideline. I guess it was more the far hash mark. Iowa State looking to move to stay unbeaten in the all-black uniforms, and with a 38-0 lead here at the closing 3 minutes of the third quarter. I'd say it's looking pretty good. Brock Purdy in the gun. Kane Nwangu still in the game at running back. Takes the carry. Right side. Gets right to the first down marker on 2nd and 2. Should be a first down for Iowa State. I do give Kane Nwangu the first down, so it'll be the Cyclones will keep the chains moving. First and 10, Iowa State here. 3 minutes to go. Play clock at 20 for the Cyclones. Ball at the 32-yard line of Kansas State. Purdy in the gun. Kane Nwangu still in the game at running back to his right. 1 receiver each side. Play clock at 5. Purdy looks up at it, takes a snap. Give to Nwangu running left. Cuts it up field. Gets inside the 30 to about the 29. So a pickup of 3 for number 3. Hey, we might get to see some Hunter Decker here in the fourth quarter. That'd be nice. Brock Purdy in the gun. Takes a snap, looking near side. He's going to find Sean Shaw at the 25. Fights forward close to the 20, and another first down, Iowa State. Another first down, Iowa State. Moving into the red zone again. 38-0 lead already here. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Give to Nwangu up the middle. Fighting forward, but unable to break the tackle. Picks up a yard, maybe 2. 2nd and long coming for the Cyclones. Dang right, we were jamming the field against West Virginia 2 years ago. I was at that game. I contributed to Iowa State being fined for storming the field, and I regret nothing. Give to Nwangu again, left side. Not a whole lot doing. So we'll probably get 1 more snap here before the end of the third quarter as we flash back to that game against West Virginia. Freshman Brock Purdy led a 30-14 win over number 6 West Virginia. And you're darn right we stormed the field. You're darn right we got fined for it. I wanted to go to a night game this year. I got to go to Baylor. I got to go to the Baylor game. Wasn't really a night game, but it ended up becoming nighttime. I didn't go to the Oklahoma game, but I did stream it. You guys can go back and watch that. Quick throw underneath to Jarrell Brock. puts his foot in the ground. A great change of direction from Jarrell Brock. He's going to end up about a yard short here. It'll be 4th and 1, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Jarrell Brock, with the definition of putting your foot in the ground, stopped on a dime there on 3rd and 8. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Cyclones when we come back for the start of the fourth quarter, as they show the tractors colliding for Farmageddon once again. Everybody on Twitter is saying to go for it. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Oregon now leads UCLA by 10. That game also at the end of the third. On Iowa State, minus 27.5, $1,000. Dang, bro. Where did you find Iowa State minus 27.5? Or can you adjust it? I don't know how betting works, I'll be perfectly honest. Because I always thought it was they set the line at 10, let's say. Now it was a while ago before they scored. Because I always figured how lines worked was if the line was Iowa State minus 10 and a whole lot of people were betting on it, then they move the line to Iowa State 12, and then they keep judging it based on how people bet. I just kind of assumed that's how that worked. I don't actually know because I don't bet, I'll be perfectly honest. Which is probably good. I already don't have money. But dang, mad respect if you put $1,000 on Iowa State minus 27.5. That's insane. Hopefully they keep this up and you can win some money back for that. 38-0 as we start the fourth. Iowa State will go for it here, 4th and 1 from the 11. The massive jumbo set. Give his to Kene Nwangu up the middle, and I don't think he got it. I do not think Nwangu got it. I think K-State's defense will hold here, and it's going to be 1st down Wildcats. I think he's about 6 inches short there. Reckon Liberty will win. I don't know who do they play this week. I don't even know who they play this week. I can't imagine they would lose. Especially playing in whatever conference they're in. I feel like when you're in those they play NC State. Ooh. 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 I don't know about that one. Has Liberty played any of the because Liberty played some of the other teams in the ACC this year. Who do they? Okay, they beat Syracuse and Virginia Tech. Syracuse isn't any good. Virginia Tech. Oh, that's right. They beat Virginia Tech on that game-winning field goal. I want to say Liberty will win. Man, this is a tough one. I really want to pick Liberty. I really do. I don't know if I would, though. If they were playing anyone like in their conference, are they even? I don't even know if they're even in a conference. Are they one of the independents? I don't even know. Man, that's tough. Liberty, NC State. NC State, Yahoo's showing NC State by 4.5. Okay, NC State lost to Virginia Tech by 21. I know it's a weird year, but they do have one common opponent because NC State hasn't played Syracuse yet. Yeah, I would go Liberty. Deuce Vaughn gets one of Kansas State's bigger plays of the day. He'll get them out of their own goal line, out of the shadow of their own goal line. Deuce Vaughn picks up about 23 on that run. Gets from their own 11 out to the 34. Trips receivers right. Play fake. Nick Oss looking over the middle, and he overthrows his man. Moore was the intended target. Lawrence White in coverage, and Oss just overthrows him. Second and 10 now for K-State. I'm not a betting person, and I'm not going to, like, if betting's what you do, like, go for it. But I'm not going to, like, tell people to bet on stuff. Oh, fumble, and Iowa State's on it. Will McDonald got the strip sack, and Iowa State jumped on it. I think that's Jaquan Bailey at the bottom of the pile. And it is Jaquan Bailey with the fumble recovery. Will McDonald on the sack of Nick Ost. Will McDonald forces it out, and Jaquan Bailey jumps on it. Iowa State takes over their second turnover of the day. Mike Rose with the interception earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, play Juicy Wiggle, Iowa State. Do it. And it is, in fact, Hunter Deckers in the game at quarterback. The lefty. Speed rollout to his left, throws far sideline. It's caught. That's Sean Shaw, pickup of 5. And now I might actually have to look up some Iowa State people because we got some guys out there playing wide receiver that I'm not necessarily familiar with. Ryan Pritchard was out there on that play. As was Jared Russ, tight end number 43. Hunter Deckers in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Kane Nwangu in the game at running back. Give his to Nwangu up the middle. He's going to fight forward. Picks up 3 for Nwangu. Aiden Bitter also seeing snaps at wideout, number 85, the freshman. I want to see another Hunter Deckers to Easton Dean completion, though. Saw that against Kansas not long ago. Ball at the 23-yard line. They need the 21 for a first down. Give us to Nwangu. There's a flag down. Or no, that's Jarrell Brock, excuse me. There is a flag down. Brock picks up the first down inside the 20. We will check the flag. I think they're going to get Iowa State for an illegal formation. Or illegal shift, yeah, excuse me. So it'll stay third down here for Iowa State after the illegal shift. Goes from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7. Joe Skates in the game at receiver. As well as Aiden Bitter and Ryan Pritchard. And timeout Iowa State with the play clock running down. So timeout Iowa State, game well in control, 12:06 to go, 38-0 Cyclones in Farmageddon. Twitter just showed me an ad for Jack Daniels, already a step ahead of you, Twitter. Hashtag K-State football. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Still the one. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. Man, don't show me an Applebee's ad right now. Freaking hungry, dude. It's 5:30. It's dinner time. So 3rd and 7 here for Iowa State coming out of the timeout. Brock Purdy done for the day. Hunter Decker's in the game. Play fake. Hunter Decker's looking Joe Skates' way, and he short arms it. Incomplete. So 4th and 7. And Iowa State will look to tack on a field goal. That was Hunter Decker's first incompletion as a Cyclone. 45-yarder from Asali, just inside the right hash. Snap good, hold down. Kick is up. Connor Asali, short. And 45-yarder is short from Asali. And it remains 38-0. Dang, bro. Fox Sports crashed on me again. Ugh. Not that the last 13 minutes of this game particularly matters, but, we'll see it out. Northwestern up 17-7 on Wisconsin, who just throws a pick. Graham Mertz, as I check my phone, throws an interception with 9 minutes to go, and Northwestern will take over. Up by 10 and looking for more. It looks like Iowa will beat Penn State. They're up 13 with 3.5 to go. Penn State with 4th and 17 from their own 43. Cincinnati has scored to take the lead over UCF 28-25. 13-20 to go in that game. K-State coughs it up again, and Iowa State's on it again. A second consecutive drive with a fumble, and Iowa State's on it again. And Kansas State cannot get anything to go their way. I guess technically Iowa State missed a field goal, so I guess that goes their way. It was Peterson that forced it. Peterson, number 55, forced it. I didn't see who recovered it. I think it might have been 43. Deshaun Davis, the freshman, I believe, was the one that recovered it. So Iowa State will take over from the K-State 32-yard line. Hunter Deckers, again, in the game at quarterback. Play fake. Deckers looking over the middle, and he throws an incompletion. He was looking for Skates. Incomplete over the middle. Question: do we talk enough about Iowa State running back Breece Hall? Answer: no. No, we do not. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now motions right to left. Play fake. Deckers rolling to his right, throws it. Juggled and caught. That's Joe Skates. who's been Decker's go-to guy when he comes in. Team stats on this game are very lopsided. I believe it. Decker's rolling to his right, throws across his body, hits skates into the red zone. And just looking at the team stats, you are correct. Joe Skates juggle and makes the reception. So Iowa State with the ball now, 1st and 10 from the 12. Deckers play fake, keeps it inside the 5. Touchdown, Hunter Deckers. Hunter Deckers had a passing touchdown to Joe Skates against Kansas, and he gets a rushing touchdown here against Kansas State, 44-0. Hunter Deckers punches it in from 12 yards out. Play fake to Jarrell Brock. He's a hefty lefty. He's a hefty lefty. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, my goodness. I love it. As a Sally tacks on the extra point, 45-0. Spencer Tillman with the color commentary comment of the night. He's a hefty lefty. Woo. 45-0 Cyclones. Oh, man. He's a hefty lefty, boys. Hunter Deckers. Been impressive the few times he's seen the field. Oh, man. Yeah, let's actually take a look at the team stats here as we've got a commercial break. Iowa State leads first downs 25-8. Both teams are 4 of 9 on third down. Iowa State 1 of 2 on fourth down to Kansas State's 0 for 2. Passing yards, Iowa State leads 261-69. Rushing yards, Iowa State leads 222-56. Total yards, Iowa State leads 483-125. Iowa State with 0 turnovers to K-State's 3. Iowa State 3 sacks to Kansas State's 0. Kansas State does lead in penalties, 3 for 15, compared to Iowa State's 3 for 25. But Iowa State also leads in the most important category, 45-0 in the score category. Squib kick here rolls all the way down to the 14 where it's fielded there. Oh, my. Oh, my. 91 for Iowa State. I don't know who that is. That's Blake Peterson, the redshirt freshman. Absolutely blew up this kick return. Wow. just lit up his blocker into the return man and knocked him over. Well done as Blake Peterson, the redshirt freshman. K-State here takes over at their own 21-yard line. Run up the middle, picks up 3 out to the 24. That's Kayon Mosey on the carry. Nick Ost in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Quick throw over the middle, and he's high, and he overthrows his intended target. So it'll be 3rd and 6 here. Oklahoma State leads Big 12 with win. Is that so? Would they be leading with a win? I don't think that's the case, because Iowa State will be 6-1, and Oklahoma State will be 5-1 if they win. So yeah, Oklahoma State's got the tiebreaker, but like maybe they should have played all their games. I don't know. Freaking Baylor screwing everything up. Pretty sure that was the Baylor game. What other games did? Oh no, they haven't played Baylor yet. What was the game that Oklahoma State had delayed or get canceled? I don't even remember. 3rd and 11 after a false start penalty, and Nick Ost throws complete, but only a pickup of 1. And K-State will punt it away here again on 4th and 10. Let's see here. That was 25 redshirt freshman Tyler Rogers on the stop. Didn't even know there was a Tyler Rogers on the team. But hey, this is good, getting him some playing time. Punt. Eisworth will let it go. It'll roll down close to the Iowa State 40-yard line, down at the 41. And Iowa State will take over there. Now let's score a touchdown and get our new series biggest win. To that Cyclone fan out there who is still nervous that K-State can come back, I respect you so much. Yeah, that's fair. If Iowa State gets 3 more rushing yards, they'll have double Kansas State's total yards just on the ground. That's insane. Hunter Decker's in the gun, 2 receivers right. Jarrell Brock in the backfield, takes the carry running left, picks up 1 of those 3 yards. Northwestern, it looks like, is going to pull out a win as Iowa tacks on the exclamation mark in their win over Penn State, as the Nittany Lions drop to 0-5. Decker's in the gun. Speed option, pitches it to Jarrell Brock, running right across the 40, dives forward close to the 43. It'll be 3rd down for Iowa State there. This is Penn State's first time ever starting a season 0-5. It was actually a pick 6. Davion Nixon took a pick 6, 71 yards to the house for Iowa to ice that game. Decker's in the gun, 2 receivers each side. K-State brings a blitz. Deckers tries to step out of it and is unable to do so. K-State picks up their first sack of the night. And it'll end the Iowa State drive here with 8 minutes to go. 45-0 still the score. Sounds like Davion. I don't know Iowa's roster very well, but it sounds like Davion Nixon's a big man. So mad respect. Joe Rivera on for just his second punt of the night. Gets away another decent kick. This one will die at the Kansas State 26. Toe tapper to Blondie. Hey, don't worry, boys. We're almost done here. Only 7.5 more minutes. Oh, we got a good game. San Diego State against Nevada. San Diego State currently trails by 5 with 2:42 to go, but they are in the red zone, 1st and 10 at the Nevada 14. UCLA has just scored in the fourth quarter against Oregon. That game is now 35-38, Oregon leading with just under 4 minutes to go. UCLA not going away. Cal against Oregon State in the battle of the lower Pac-12 teams is a good one. Oregon State leads 31-27. Minute and a half to go. Cal with the ball, actually, excuse me. 3rd and 12 from the Oregon State 27. Field goal does not do them anything. They need 6. Cincinnati still leads UCF 29-25. 10 and a half to go. Cincinnati driving 1st and 10 at the UCF 35. Georgia State leads Southern Alabama 31-14. Virginia leads Abilene Christian 42-7. Pittsburgh leads Virginia Tech 40-14. And Alabama is leading Kentucky 56-3 because Alabama. Oh, okay. Davion Nixon is a defensive tackle, and he just had a 74-yard pick six. You know, when you show the sideline and you got kids jumping up and dancing and going back and forth and pumping up the crowd that's not there, you know you're having a fun time. Nick Ost gives running left to Mosey. Picks up a few there on 1st down. Northwestern is fumbled. So Wisconsin's got the ball back in that game. Still trailing by 10 with 5 minutes to go. 2nd and 10 for Kansas State. Was there a penalty that I missed? There must have been a penalty that I missed. So now 3rd down for K-State, 3rd and 8. Fix your graphics, Fox. It's like, what? Picked up like 3 on 1st down, and then they said 2nd and 10. And then he picked up a yard or lost a yard, and now it says 3rd and 8. All right, so 3rd and 8, Kansas State from their own 27-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Nick Ost in the gun. Back to his left. Cyclones rush 4. Throws far side. It's completed. I tried to say caught and completed at the same time. It's completed to Fox. It'll be 4th and short. And it looks like K-State's just going to punt it away here with 5:38 to go on 4th and a yard and a half, 4th and 2. Greg Eisworth deep to receive the kick. Punt is away. Greg Eisworth waves for the fair catch and makes it at about the 29-yard line of Iowa State. Cyclones will take over from there. 5:12 to go in the game. Huh. So the last time Iowa State won a conference championship, it was the Missouri Valley Conference in 1912, which was 6 years before a national pandemic. Woodrow Wilson was elected president. New Mexico and Arizona became states. Iowa State hasn't won a conference championship since New Mexico and Arizona became states. Why? It's been so long. I wasn't born. Yeah, me neither, Talon. I wasn't born either. Give to Jarrell Brock up the middle here on 2nd and 7. Picks up about another 3. There's a flag down. I also wasn't born. Nobody currently living in my family was born. Illegal formation on Iowa State, so they'll replay 2nd down, 5 yards back, so it'll be 2nd and 12. God, it's been so long. Never witnessed anything positive for Iowa State. Wonder who is the star of that team? That's a good question. 1912 Iowa State football roster. They went 2-0 in the conference. Hunter Deckers rolls out to his left, throws deep down the sideline. He's got his man. Aiden Bitters on the reception. In 1912, Iowa State went 6-2, and they went 2-0 in the conference. Hunter Deckers this time give to Jarrell Brock running right, picks up 3. Sports Reference does not have statistics for the Iowa State 1912 team. So 1912 Iowa State football stats. Maybe Wikipedia has it. Give to Jarrell Brock running right, spinning away from a tackle, picks up another 3 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 4. So Iowa, their 2 losses that year were to Minnesota and Iowa. Shocking. Did they even? Oh, they were co-champions. They weren't even the actual champions of the conference. They were co-champions that year with Nebraska at 2-0 in the conference. 3rd and 4 here for Iowa State. Ball at the Kansas State 29. Give to Jarrell Brock up the middle. He's close to a 1st down. Fighting forward. He's going to get it with the help of his offensive line. Keeping those legs churning. Picking up a 1st down. So yeah, Iowa State wasn't even a standalone champ. We were co-champs in 1912. 1st and 10, Iowa State. ball at the 23-yard line, give to Jarrell Brock. Inside the 20, picks up 3.5 yards. And it looks like, unfortunately, Iowa State is going to fall short of their 48-0 victory, which was their largest in the rivalry. How long left in the game? There is 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Clock is running. Iowa State up 45-0. And of course, as I say that, my stream freezes. There we go. 1:20 to go, 2nd and 7. Cyclones have the ball at the Kansas State 20. Jarrell Brock carries left side, nothing doing. As we have the final minute, 3rd down, Iowa State. This today would be the first shutout of Kansas State since 1978. And it would be the largest margin of victory for Iowa State since that 48-point win in 1943. So 3rd and 8 here. Iowa State will run one more play, and that'll end the game. Give to Jarrell Brock running right. Picks up 1.5 yards. And that'll do it from Ames, Iowa. Farmageddon goes back to Iowa State with a 45-0 win over Kansas State. And we're playing Sweet Caroline tonight, boys. Iowa State continues its road to the Big 12 championship game. 45-0 win over Kansas State. They retain their tie for first place, although technically they're in first place in the Big 12. Put Breece Hall in the Heisman conversation, and that is all. Iowa State plays Texas in 6 days on Black Friday at 11 a.m. Again, if you guys missed that, unfortunately, I will not be home on Black Friday morning. So unfortunately, I will not be able to stream that game, which hurts because I love doing this. But I hope you guys enjoy the game on Friday. For more streams, you can check my YouTube channel. They should all be up there. If they're not, I don't know where they are. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for Indianapolis, Green Bay, from Indy. Green Bay on the road taking on the Colts and Phillip Rivers. Should be a good one. That kick is at 3:25 Central Time. So I'll go live about 3:20-ish for that one. Tomorrow, that's Sunday the 22nd. I'll be live at about 3:20 Central Time for Indianapolis at Green Bay. If you can't remember that time, go ahead and subscribe down below. Click that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a video, whenever I go live. And I will keep in touch with you guys here in the comment section. I love talking with you guys. We had a great stream today. A lot of interactions in the chat. A lot of good conversations going on. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow at Indianapolis, Green Bay at 3:20 Central Time right here on YouTube. Subscribe down below. Like the stream if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.